We find ourselves here just to the north of the Doha city centre, ahead of the 2022 World Cup final. My name is Derek Ray, and with me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And as you can imagine on this occasion, the atmosphere is building up nicely. It's Argentina against Brazil.
Well, what an occasion for these two sets of players. A chance to be world champions. Let's hope the game matches the atmosphere. It should be an absolute cracker. I can't wait for this to start.
Well, possibilities inside the box. Richarlison. And back with Vinicius. Oh, commanding goalkeeping. Let's see about the delivery. Now the pressure from his opponent was telling. So this is it for Argentina. World Cup winners in 1978 and 1986, runners-up in 1930, 1990 and 8 years ago in 2014. Are they going to do it here in 2022? What a big night for them. And there it is! Living history! The opening goal of the 2022 World Cup final. Incredible celebrations.
Well, let's take another look, and it's a very good goal. And they deserve it, you have to say. They've been excellent.
Well, the ball is moving once more. How important will that opening goal prove to be? Lisandro Martinez. Now with Messi. Very clever read, Casemiro. Lucas Paqueta. Well, it's a good Brazil move in the making. Can he finish? Great work defensively, but still the chance. Oh, surely. Crucial intervention just then amid impending danger. Short corner it is. Paqueta. Marquinhos. Something to worry about here. And there is the goal! He's found the net! Joy unconfined!
Well, here's the replay. And sometimes when you're being pressed high up the field, you have to go that little bit longer and not play out through the thirds. And that's what they tried to do here. They had their pocket picked, and suddenly they find the ball in the back of the net.
Two-nil here, and the ball is moving again. Messi. And Messi in full control of the ball here. Messi! Thiago Silva's block. And the keeper more than equal to it. Neymar. Paqueta. Determined defending. Enzo Fernandez. Lucas Paqueta. Neymar. Brazil moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? A fine reading of the situation. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Will they profit from this situation? Who can he pick out? Messi. It could have been awkward for the goalkeeper. Well, opting for the short corner. Fine tackle there to prevent the chance. Plenty of options. Vinicius, keeping possession of the ball with authority. That's really good and effective physical play. Paqueta, it has to be! Blocking it! And he didn't hesitate. Good thing too.
Well, he's so quick off his line. That's great goalkeeping, you have to say.
Romero. Alexis McAllister. Now, will they be able to play it in behind the defence? Intercepting it intelligently. And Brazil in a position of menace. A goal! They're absolutely racing away with this. 3 to the good now.
Well, let's look at this again, Derek, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick. And then from that sort of range, Neymar was never going to miss. It's a well-worked goal.
This is looking rather comfortable for them. 3-0. Enzo Fernandez. An important interception. Rafinha. Neymar. Rodrigo de Paul. He has teammates around him. And a throw-in for Argentina. An alert intervention. Rafinha. Neymar. Richarlison. Here's Vinicius Junior. It's with Vinicius Junior. Richarlison. Well, he read that brilliantly at the back. And he read it superbly. Might be able to get in behind the defence. In position. That's a foul, and it will be a potentially dangerous free kick. He'll take this on. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, as you can see, he decides to go for the open side, and he does it brilliantly. But really, the goalkeeper is beaten too easily. That's the area he should be defending.
A lopsided contest, 4-0. Nahuel Molina. De Paul. Lionel Messi. Determined defending. And the opportunity goes a-begging. He decided to hit that with power rather than going for placement. Possession lost, intercepted. Vinicius Junior. A really top-notch piece of defending. Alvarez. Alexis McAllister. Will it happen for him here? There it is! A fantastic goal, and no wonder he's off celebrating.
Well, let's take another look, and it's not good enough defensively. They're slow to react, don't get tight enough, and don't deal with the situation. And there's the outcome.
In plentiful supply, 4-1 currently. Rafinha. Argentina doing well to regain possession. Marcos Acuna. Here's Alvarez. Alexis McAllister. Now Romero with it. McAllister. Marcos Acuna. Messi. Determined defending. Paqueta. Neymar. Getting forward, using his physical strength to shield it. Teammates available. Now sliding in field. Very quick thinking there. Well, he's got plenty of space on the flank here. Is it going to be? In it goes! Such a complete performance. 4 in front now.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace on the counter-attack. They were so quick to break out from their defensive positions, and the finish is just as good. That's an excellent goal.
A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. Messi. Giving the ball away. And teammates around him. Great chance to make it a brace, but the keeper had his say.
Well, he has to get a second goal soon. He's been brilliant today.
Who can they pick out? And clears his lines. Keeping possession of the ball with authority. Takes the shot. Well, the goalkeeper doing what he's paid to do. Corner awarded. Trying to deliver it accurately. But he dealt with that ball played in rather well. Neymar. Oh, big chance! Paqueta. Terrific block. In the right place to cut out the pass. Richarlison. Rafinha. On the ball, Richarlison. And he saw the situation developing. Alexis McAllister. Can he find the right pass? Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Can he find the net? And the keeper more than equal to it. Played over. Not all that convincing defensively. Otamendi. Oh, surely. A goal! He's dispatched it, much to the sheer delight of the fans.
Well, here it is again, and the defending simply isn't good enough. They have to react quicker, deal with the danger, and show more urgency, none of which they did, and that's the result.
Marquinhos. Now Casemiro. Ball with Danilo. Lucas Paqueta. Casemiro. Can he make it count? Oh, a vital piece of last-ditch defending. Rodrigo de Paul. Here's Alvarez. This attack looks highly promising. Corner coming up. Over it comes. Vinicius Junior. Here's Rafinha. Might be able to set up the chance. It might be. A goal! And I'll tell you what, on this sort of form, very few would lay a glove on them.
Well, as the replay shows, this is all about his ability to find space in the box, which then makes the finish look so much easier. That's good play from him.
Well, you've got to say, an incredible first-half performance. That scoreline tells you all you need to know. Might be able to get in behind the defence. Neymar. And Neymar showing magnificent vision. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back. And the finish is just as good. That's an excellent goal.
Well, sadly, we have to conclude that this hasn't really been a contest, but all credit to any side committed to scoring goals like this. Neymar. Richarlison. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Lisandro Martinez. Lionel Messi. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. Neymar. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Determined defending. Well, that's a foul, and it sets up a free kick in a dangerous position. Oh, the crossbar is still reverberating. Well, he took care of it defensively.
Well, they won't come much closer than that. It's a matter of inches from being a really good goal.
Yes, in possession again, and maybe another opportunity developing here. Richarlison. Paqueta. Oh, a vital interception. And that's the hat-trick! Tearing apart this defence time and again. They simply can't handle him.
Well, as you can see, his movement is really good, which then makes the finish look easy. That's a decent goal, that's for sure.
Otamendi. Here's Marcos Acuna. Enzo Fernandez. Rodrigo de Paul. Messi. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Casemiro. Neymar. Trying to really get at the opposition here. And it might be. Still alive. And this might not be the ideal situation for them. And the keeper put to the test, but he comes through it.
Well, he's so sharp, isn't he? Great first save and then the recovery.
And teammates around him. Magnificent defending. Messi. Very quick thinking there. Richarlison. De Paul. Lionel Messi. And he takes it away. Rafinha. It's with Vinicius Junior. Vinicius! Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of that performance.
Well, it's great awareness of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure with the finish. That's a clever goal.
Otamendi. And Messi! And there is the goal! He's found the net! Joy unconfined!
Well, here's the replay, and you see it was a good finish, but the keeper at his near post has to do a lot better. He's got to have that near post covered for me.
Well, what an extraordinary scoreline. Does this game have more goals in it? Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Now with Richarlison. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Alvarez. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Vinicius Junior. Good strength to keep the ball. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team. So the two teams have switched around, and the second half is underway. That's the kind of shielding play you expect from him. Neymar thrives on running at defenders. It's Neymar! A goal here! Giving his team precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it.
Well, let's look at this again, Derek, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick. And what a clinical finish this is. Hit with such power by Neymar. Not much chance for the goalkeeper there. Great goal.
Enzo Fernandez. Lisandro Martinez. McAllister. It's with Martinez. That's useful play. Well, just the tackle that was needed. Richarlison. Lucas Paqueta. Now Eder Militao. Paqueta. Neymar. Fantastic work to thwart the danger. Shielding the ball superbly. Messi. Getting through fantastic work here just to keep possession. And it's still on for him. And a goal this time. Applying the finishing touch. Just what the doctor ordered.
Well, it's a very simple finish in the end, but his movement was really good. He just found himself a bit of space in the box when it mattered most.
Fernandez. Alvarez. On to Messi. Messi. He's very adept at protecting the ball. Well, strong play to hold the ball up. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Vinicius Junior. Neymar. It's with Vinicius Junior. Paqueta. Using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball. Vinicius Junior. That's great goalkeeping.
Well, what a save that is. He was so alert there.
They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. Who's going to get on the end of it? Well, not the best clearance. Will it happen for them? Rodrigo de Paul. On to Messi. He's holding the ball up here effectively, waiting for support to arrive. And after that fantastic effort, it's gone out for a throw-in. Now, looking dangerous here. No problems grabbing hold of that one. Well, they need to get tighter. Happy to take on the shot. Oh, yes! It's gone in! And now a chance for them to revel in the moment.
Well, here it is again, and I don't expect keepers to save everything at their near post, but I think he should probably do better. He'll be a little bit disappointed with that.
Neymar. Now Casemiro. Vinicius Junior. Richarlison. Using his strength to shield the ball. Richarlison. And there is the goal! He's found the net! Joy unconfined!
Well, it's great awareness of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure with the finish. That's a clever goal.
Di Maria. Good physical play. We're getting right on top of their opponents and winning it back. And they will be awarded a free kick for that. Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. Now can they counter clinically? Can they keep it going? And waiting for teammates to arrive on the scene. And it's two for him today. A masterful performance. The defenders unable to stop him.
Well, as you can see here, it all starts with a perfectly weighted ball in behind the defenders. And from there, he never looked like missing. That's a lovely goal.
Did well to win the ball back. Rafinha. Lucas Paqueta. Oh, a vital interception. Molina. Rodrigo de Paul. Fernandez. Di Maria now. Enzo Fernandez. Marcos Acuna. Using his physical strength to shield it. Well, real difficulty keeping the ball. And so 30 minutes left for play in this one. Well, showing good vision. That's the kind of shielding play you expect from him. He's protecting it effectively. But just like that, possession changes hands. Casemiro. This is Thiago Silva. Vinicius Junior. Can he find the net? And blocked for now. He's using his strength to good effect. Martinez. He's beaten his man. Di Maria. Spot on with that tackle. Vinicius Junior. Making progress. Neymar. Now with Richarlison. Oh yes! A goal! Exactly what they were looking for, and he's come up with it.
Well, here's the replay, and you see it was a good finish. But the keeper at his near post has to do a lot better. He's got to have that near post covered for me.
Well, it's been such a one-sided game. You just wonder how many more they could add. Rodrigo de Paul. Lionel Messi. Well, he's given us away. Vinicius Junior. Richarlison. Richarlison. And given away. Can they hit on the break? De Paul. Under pressure. Doesn't seem to be bothering him. Martinez. Now Messi. Can they convert? It's gone in! And well, he might celebrate on the back of that.
Well, here it is again, and it's really poor defending. They just don't show enough urgency to get tight or make a block, which is why the ball's ended up in the back of their net.
Danilo. Vinicius Junior has the strength to hang on to it. Well, that's the end of that move for now. Rafinha. Paqueta. A glorious chance. A goal here, giving his team precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it.
Well, just look at this again. He moves the ball quickly, he gets beyond his marker and he keeps his composure. It's an excellent finish.
Enzo Fernandez. De Paul. And played the pass well. Good physical play. And that'll be a Brazil ball. Marquinhos. And Casemiro, his pass gobbled up. Otamendi. Now Romero with it. Enzo Fernandez. Well, they couldn't keep possession. Martinez. Pressure exerted, but he keeps the ball. Di Maria. Well, the threat was very real. Marvellous defending. Using his strength to shield the ball. 20 minutes to go in this one. Vinicius Junior. Casemiro. Now with Paqueta. Well, not giving the opposition a look in. That's strong play. And struggling to get the shot off. Take it away. Rodrigo de Paul. Moving forward effectively. Marvellous anticipation. Rafinha. Shielding the ball superbly. Neymar. He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. Ball one. He's protecting it well. Martinez. Molina. The ball with Martinez. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Rafinha. Well, that's really strong play to keep hold of the ball. Delightful pass. Applying the finishing touch, just what the doctor ordered.
Well, here it is again, and it's a superbly weighted through ball to break that defensive line. While the movement in the box is equal to it, it's such good timing. What a goal.
Romero. Molina. The ball with Martinez. Rodrigo de Paul. Well, nicely cut out. Now what can they do with the ball? Richarlison. Marcos Acuna. Now Romero with it. Lisandro Martinez. Oh, great vision. That's really good and effective physical play. Marcos Acuna. Rodrigo de Paul. Messi. Oh, yes! It's gone in! And now a chance for them to revel in the moment.
Well, here's the replay, and you see it was a good finish. But the keeper at his near post has to do a lot better. He's got to have that near post covered for me.
Lucas Paqueta. Vinicius Junior. Back with Richarlison. And it's a penalty. The referee points to the spot, and it's going from bad to worse. And it has been judged to have been a bookable offence.
Well, I think the referee's got that right all round. It was a penalty and it was a yellow card.
The keeper going in the right direction and saving it. Under pressure, doesn't seem to be bothering him. Possession lost. Neymar. Chance here. It's gone in! And well, he might celebrate on the back of that.
Well, as the replay shows us, Vinicius Junior's pass is inch perfect, and Neymar hits it with such confidence. He strikes it so cleanly. It's a great goal.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Martinez. A really effective shielding under pressure. Great opportunity. And the challenge, crisp and clean. Neymar. Here's Rafinha. Neymar. Strength and control, a big part of his game. And it's still on for him. Fantastic work to thwart the danger. Messi. The ball with Martinez. Rodrigo de Paul. And return to Messi. Physically strong and secure on the ball. Richarlison. Here's Rafinha. And Neymar. Splendid defending, and it needed to be. Marcos Acuna. Now with Messi. Foul there, free kick awarded. So making the substitution now. Well, 5 minutes remaining, but you just feel this is over already. Oh, great defending. And using his strength to shield the ball. Rafinha. Paqueta. Neymar. Here's Rafinha. And still looking for space. And dribbling with it, but out of play. Richarlison. He's taken on his opponent here, keeping possession of the ball with authority. Determined block. Shielding the ball superbly. Enzo Fernandez. Rodrigo de Paul. Di Maria. Now with Martinez. Cleared away. Good strength to keep the ball. De Paul. And the cross smuggled away. That's the kind of shielding play you expect from him. Out of play for an Argentina throw. Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. Lionel Messi. Will it be? Well, good defending, clattered out of there. Vinicius Junior. He's going forward well here, but the danger averted for now. Otamendi. Enzo Fernandez. He's protecting it well. Richarlison. Really sound goalkeeping.
Well, that had to be a goal, didn't it? What a stop that is.
It's a short corner. Pressure exerted, but he keeps the ball. Might be dangerous. Superb stop. In position here to protect the ball. Well, sadly, they just couldn't keep possession. Lionel Messi. He has teammates around him. In position. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been at their best.
Well, here's the replay, and you see it was a good finish. But the keeper at his near post has to do a lot better. He's got to have that near post covered for me.
And he read it well, intercepting it. Martinez. Di Maria now. Messi. He's very adept at protecting the ball. This attack looks highly promising. Di Maria. Nicely timed tackle. Neymar. It's with Fabinho. Vinicius Junior. Really doing a fine job of protecting the ball. And he takes it on. Denied by the bar. Back in play here. And a goal to seal the hat-trick. A masterclass in finishing. Just can't stop him today.
Well, here you can see it again. Good run, great strength, and a composed finish under pressure. That's a top-class goal.
Well, it's been such a one-sided game. You just wonder how many more they could add. De Paul. Messi. Being egged on by the crowd. And the referee brings this final to an end. For the first time in 20 years, Brazil are world champions once more.
Well, no surprise there, Derek. Brazil have been brilliant and they fully deserve this trophy.
Brazil, the world champions. And this triumph, you just feel, Stuart, is going to be fondly remembered by all Brazilians.
You're absolutely right. They've played some great football. They've been inspiring. There's been some great individual performances. It's been outstanding from them.
Neymar. Oh, yes! A goal! Exactly what they were looking for, and he's come up with it. Now Messi. Can they convert? Delightful pass. And a goal this time. Applying the finishing touch. Just what the doctor ordered. Marcos Acuna. Rodrigo de Paul. Messi. Neymar. It's gone in! And well, he might celebrate on the back of that. In position. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been denied by the bar. Back in play here. And a goal to seal the hat-trick. A masterclass in finishing. Hello and welcome to a contest of colossal meaning. We find ourselves here just to the north of the Doha city centre, ahead of the 2022 World Cup final. My name is Derek Ray, and with me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And as you can imagine on this occasion, the atmosphere is building up nicely. It's Argentina against Brazil.
Well, what an occasion for these two sets of players. A chance to be world champions. Let's hope the game matches the atmosphere. It should be an absolute cracker. I can't wait for this to start.
Richarlison. Well, tremendous block. Casemiro. Body in the way again. And he's fired over the corner. Great reflex action.
Well, that should have been a goal. Mind you, it's a brilliant save.
Well, they're going for the short one. Paqueta. Well, able to close down the shot. Richarlison! The opening goal in the final! And how important could that be as a direction pointer?
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. But there's still plenty for him to do. Under all sorts of pressure from the defender, he's just able to keep him at bay and finishes with aplomb. It's a great goal.
And back underway, 1-0 it is. Lionel Messi. Fernandes. Not the best challenge, free kick. Trying to really get at the opposition here. Marcos Acuna. This could square the game, and that's exactly what has transpired. Now, that could be a massive turning point, and momentum is with them.
Well, as you can see, the first save is a good one, but they can't react quickly enough to the second ball. The keeper's a bit unlucky, really.
So in business once more, on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. Vinicius Junior. Neymar. Well, they keep the ball moving. And strong play here. Vinicius Junior. A very timely interception. Alvarez. And continues his run. But they took care of the situation defensively. Casemiro. Neymar. Very quick thinking there. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Lionel Messi. Can they forge ahead? Oh, there it is! There's the goal that gives them the lead. Just what they wanted.
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive, and then the finish from Messi demonstrates his ability to make the right run at the right time. What a good goal.
So Brazil get the game restarted. Disappointed to have conceded. Can they come up with a quick response? Well, racing past his man. Good defending in the end, and danger averted for now. Well, the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. And it looked like open road for them, but up a dead end. Neymar. Well, it's a good Brazil move in the making. Vinicius. Superb block. Fernandez. Marcos Acuna. Good-looking sequence. Oh, could be. And the keeper more than equal to the task. And short it is. And a very good challenge. That's the kind of shielding play you expect from him. Chance to finish. And missing the chance to give them a bit of breathing space.
Well, that should have made it more comfortable, shouldn't it? But it's a wasted opportunity.
Marquinhos. Now Eder Militao. Lucas Paqueta. Interception to snuff out the danger. Alvarez. This might be ideal for the counter. Well, it looked highly promising, but it came to nothing in the end. Casemiro. And they need to get tighter, but nothing comes of it. McAllister. Possession one. Marcos Acuna. Lionel Messi. Marcos Acuna. Well, a classic example of how to intercept. Danilo. Neymar. He could pick out a teammate. Oh, surely! And quite simply wide of the target. Marcos Acuna. Romero. Fernandez. Doing well to keep possession. What a shocking pass, really. And Neymar. And he could really get at the opposition. And will it be the leveller? Really sound defending. Casemiro. Now with Neymar. Denied once more. Marcos Acuna. Fernandez. Getting in there to intercept. Richarlison. It might be. Oh, the equaliser. Just what they needed. And the dream remains very much alive.
Well, as you can see, he hits this with so much power, but just look at the follow-through. So athletic. That's a dynamic strike.
Well, back underway here, and they've split the 4 goals between them so far. Marcos Acuna. Well, they keep working away, looking for passing lanes. And the referee spotted the foul, but has played advantage. Well, he's lost it. He continues his run. In position, but pressure to cope with. Well, really, making the goalkeeper's life simple.
That should be hit in the back of the net. That was a big, big chance.
Rodrigo de Paul. Alexis McAllister. Creative look about this. Well, when you sit off like this, you invite pressure. Giving the ball away. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. And Neymar. Back to Danilo. Well, a textbook interception. Nahuel Molina. Marquinhos. Now Casemiro. Return to Neymar. Able to get a... Richarlison! Oh, a goal! How about that for degree of difficulty? Simply off the charts!
Well, what a piece of skill this is. It had everything. Agility, technique and power. It's a great goal.
On with the game then. 3-2. What will happen next? Fernandes. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. This could level it. And it is the equaliser. Parity now. And who's to say what's going to happen next?
Well, as you can see, he's given far too much space, but he still had some work to do, and I think that's a very tidy finish. It was never in doubt.
Well, another equaliser. What a topsy-turvy game this has been. Rafinha. How can they open up the defence here? And Neymar. Surely. And a goal to put them in front. Real drama here.
Well, let's just see this again. What a pass this is from Neymar. And the movement is good, making for a comfortable finish. It's a really great goal.
Well, what an extraordinary scoreline. Does this game have more goals in it? Enzo Fernandez. Now to take it away. Danilo. And scope for them to produce something exciting. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. De Paul. Promising looking attack. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Well, very effective play in possession. Oh, he's left his marker for dead. Well, I don't think that effort remotely qualifies as respectable.
And the reason it's off target, because the technique was really poor on that occasion. That's not a good effort.
Enzo Fernandez. Well, a good tackle. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. Happy to take on the shot. And there it is! A two-goal cushion now, and just look at these fans. The trophy coming their way, surely.
Well, here's the replay, and just look at that power. That's almost unstoppable. That's a great strike.
Not a scoreline we see all that often. 5-3. Paqueta. Richarlison. Tremendous block. And good use of advantage. The referee allowing play to continue. Marcos Acuna. Here's Alvarez. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Real chance. And there it is! Another goal! And surely there's no way back from this now.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace in transition. They're so quick to get out from the back, and then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Blistering first half display, and just look at that score. Fernandez. Rodrigo de Paul. Effective challenge. Neymar. Vinicius Junior. Excellent passing. Well, they were very patient, but they no longer have the ball. Counter-attacking, very much an option. Messi. Vinicius Junior. Paqueta. Now Casemiro. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. And the referee takes exception to the challenge. Free kick. No yellow card. Instead, a firm warning from the official. This is looking threatening. And Neymar. Another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display.
Well, let's take another look. And wow, how cleanly does he hit that? The keeper was never going to save it. What a good goal that is. Romero.
Fernandez. Lisandro Martinez. Determined defending. Rafinha. Richarlison. Marcos Acuna. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Vinicius Junior. Paqueta. Can he finish? Well, just fractionally wide. Good strike. And with play stopped, they will make the change now. Paqueta. The referee spotted the infringement, and it will be a free kick in a position of genuine menace. Let's fly here. And off the post. Clears it away. Danilo. Now with Paqueta. And blocked for now. And good pressure high up the pitch. Paqueta. Surely. Really important tackle. Rodrigo de Paul. They couldn't maintain possession.
Well, there it is. Brazil have controlled the possession, and that's been because of their ability to win the ball back so quickly. Their pressing has been excellent, and they just haven't stopped working. It's been a fantastic performance up to now.
Good strength to keep the ball. Alexis McAllister. Well, possession ceded. Rodrigo de Paul. Enzo Fernandez. Alexis McAllister. Now Romero with it. Nahuel Molina. Enzo Fernandez. Oh, he's given the ball away. Neymar. Danilo. On to Paqueta. Superb block. Well, the action is going to continue for a while yet. We will have 4 minutes of stoppage time. Casemiro. Return to Paqueta. Vinicius Junior. Nicely timed tackle. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Richarlison. Oh, blocked it! Getting in there to intercept. Neymar. A opportunity here. Tenacious tackling, excellent defending there. Doing well to keep possession. This attack looks highly promising. Is this the moment? Oh, and it goes! Now he has his hat-trick. A special moment for him.
Well, here it is again, and credit to the goal scorer, but you have to ask questions of the keeper. He's got to have that near post covered for me. No wonder he's frustrated with himself.
Well, it's been such a one-sided game. You just wonder how many more they could add. Romero. Here's Marcos Acuna. Martinez. Well, the supporters think it's on. So, the whistle then. We're up the halfway stage in this match. Lionel Messi. Oh, there it is! There's the goal that gives them the lead. Just what they wanted. Return to Neymar. Richarlison. So back underway here into the second half. And they need to get tighter. He's very adept at protecting the ball. Really getting stuck in. That's really good and effective physical play. Rafinha. Rodrigo de Paul. The ball with Martinez. That's the kind of shielding play you expect from him. De Paul. Well, great read there to intercept. Well, he was under a bit of stress, but back to the keeper. Martinez. Well, shielding the ball admirably. Marcos Acuna. Corner given. Well, they fancy a short one. Neymar. Rafinha. On to Paquetá. That's useful play, but nothing comes of it. Well, the counter chance looks very real. They need to get bodies back. Oh, and a perfect ball now. How about this? Important facet of his play, holding the ball up and waiting for support. Lionel Messi. Just the challenge that was required. Really doing a fine job of protecting the ball. Richarlison. Well, he clearly wants to complete his hat-trick, Stuart.
Well, he's been fantastic up to now. You'd think it's going to come if he gets another opportunity.
De Paul. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Lucas Paqueta. Vinicius Junior. And attempting the through ball. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, here's another look, and you can see what a good finish this is. He holds off the defender brilliantly and keeps his composure. That's a great goal.
Molina. Really good challenge. Vinicius Junior. And Neymar. He's failed to hold it, Neymar. Enzo Fernandez. And back with Neymar. Now Casemiro. And the advantage accrues to the attacking side. Firing it towards goal. Oh, he saved it well. Well, they're going for the short one. Paqueta. Oh, good save. Well, pressure building. Another corner. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Prompt defensive action called for. And foul it is then. Now Molina. Well, he was in the right place to intercept. Paqueta. Ball with Danilo. And the pass not quite accurate enough. And a throw in then. They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. Molina. And fed back to the goalkeeper. Rodrigo de Paul. Giving the ball away. Casemiro. And they need to get tighter. No problems for the keeper. Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. Under pressure, doesn't seem to be bothering him. Shot attempted. Flinging himself at it, the keeper. They favoured a short one here. Paqueta. Now with Neymar. And a body in the way. He's protecting it well. Vinicius Junior. And reading it absolutely superbly. Lionel Messi. And a clear foul, but the referee letting the play flow. Marcos Acuna. Strong play here. Martinez. Messi. Lack of guile with regard to that cross. Goalkeeper's ball. Argentina will get the throw in. Well, the referee took note of the earlier infringement, and a booking it is now. De Paul. Well, that's really strong play to keep hold of the ball. Martinez. He got in the way of that cross. Vinicius Junior. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Vinicius Junior. Did look as though they might be onto something for a second or so. Happy to take on the shot. Well, able to close down the shot. Rodrigo de Paul. Well, failure to keep the ball by Argentina. Casemiro. On to Paqueta. He takes aim. Couldn't keep the ball. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Molina. And did well to keep hold of it while waiting for the support to arrive. And continues his run. It'll be a corner. Well, they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game. And taken short. Neymar. On to Casemiro. Sound piece of goalkeeping. Martinez. He's in with a chance. And a goal this time. Applying the finishing touch. Just what the doctor ordered.
Well, let's see this again. What a pass this is from Messi. And once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
Rafinha. Neymar. Richarlison. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. A foul, but advantage played. Using his physical strength to shield it. And a throw in for Argentina. Di Maria. Paredes. Can he finish? Body in the way. Rafinha. Is with Vinicius Junior. Retaining possession proving difficult. Minutes to go in this one. And a good-looking ball. Struggling to get it away. Messi. Molina. That's useful play. Cutting in. What can he do from this position? And in! Oh, yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal.
Well, it's a very simple finish in the end, but his movement was really good. He just found himself a bit of space in the box when it mattered most.
Neymar. Shielding the ball superbly. Vinicius Junior. Danilo. In position here to protect the ball. And Neymar. Now with Casemiro. Back to Neymar. Well, somehow the goalkeeper got to it. So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. Can someone get on the end of this? Making sure nothing untoward happened. Casemiro. Now with Fred. Vinicius Junior. Oh, closed down straight away. Who can they pick out? Just far too close to the goalkeeper. Lisandro Martinez. And he read it well. Well, they've given him too much space. Good strength to keep the ball. Paqueta. Here's Vinicius Junior. Casemiro. Well, straight at the goalkeeper then. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Martinez. Martinez. Surely! And the goalkeeper covered a lot of ground to push that away from danger. Well, there aren't too many players quite like Vinicius Junior, and I know you've enjoyed his performance up to this point, Stuart.
Well, when he's in this sort of form, he's almost unplayable. Even when he's tightly marked, he just seems to buy himself that little bit of space to get his shots away. He's also taken his chances really well.
Eder Militao. Well, shielding the ball admirably. Rafinha. Vinicius. Danilo. On to Paqueta. Can he finish this? And he thwarted the attack with a masterful tackle. Well, they're going for the short one. Fred. Now with Paqueta. Superb block. And deciding to go short with this one. Might be dangerous. Vinicius. He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. Otamendi. Nahuel Molina. Paredes. In the right place to cut out the pass. Danilo. And he has options available. Casemiro. Now with Paqueta. Can he finish? Able to get a body in the way. He's using his strength to good effect. Martinez. Here's Marcos Acuna. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. And time for the change now. Otamendi. Martinez. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been at their best.
Well, just look how he holds off the defender. He keeps his balance and he still hits the target. What a good goal that is.
Well, 5 minutes remaining, but you just feel this is over already. Promising sequence. Well, disappointing end to the move. Rodrigo de Paul. Paredes. Now with Messi. Marcos Acuna. A really top-notch piece of defending. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Will they profit from this situation? Paqueta. Casemiro. Determined block. Well, they do like to press whenever they can. Paredes. Now Romero with it. Well, far from the ideal pass. Otamendi. Lisandro Martinez. Using his physical strength to shield it. And the referee blows the whistle. It is a free kick. Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. And that's fantastic goalkeeping to get across and deal with the danger. Playing it in. Well, still an issue here. Marcos Acuna, body in the way. Under pressure, doesn't seem to be bothering him. And support available, but it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. And he's got the beating of his opponent. Still looking to get the shot off. And a good take under duress there. Vinicius Junior. Now with Paqueta. The ball with Martinez. A really effective shielding under pressure. Messi. Oh, surely. Well kept out. The corner courtesy of Lionel Messi. And did his job defensively. Has the strength to hang on to it. Splendid tackle and a throw-in coming up. Vinicius Junior. Alexandro now. Doing well to keep possession. Pressure exerted, but he keeps the ball. Textbook defending inside the box. And making use of his physical strength to hang on to it. Paqueta. Using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball. Romero. Otamendi has it. That's the kind of shielding play you expect from him. Well, let's see if something comes of this. Well, being able to improvise is all part of the game, and it was close.
Well, it's a great bit of skill, isn't it? He does everything right apart from hitting the target.
Rafinha. Well, very effective play in possession. Fred. Now with Paqueta. Superb block. It's wholehearted defending and the concession of a corner here. Let's see about the delivery. The clearance wasn't decisive. And a time for calm on the ball. Martinez. And take it away. And the referee brings this final to an end. For the first time in 20 years, Brazil are world champions once more.
Well, no surprise there, Derek. Brazil have been brilliant and they fully deserve this trophy.
Brazil, the world champions. And this triumph, you just feel, Stuart, is going to be fondly remembered by all Brazilians.
You're absolutely right. They've played some great football. They've been inspiring. There's been some great individual performances. It's been outstanding from them.
Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Real chance. And there it is! Another goal! And surely there's no way back from this now. This is looking threatening. And Neymar. Another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display. This attack looks highly promising. Now he has his hat-trick, a special moment for him. And attempting the through ball. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see. He's in with a chance. And a goal this time. Applying the finishing touch. Just what the doctor ordered. That's useful play. Cutting in, what can he do from this position? And in! Oh yes! Exactly what they were hoping to produce. They've delivered the goal. Martinez. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the process? Hello and welcome to a contest of colossal meaning. We find ourselves here just to the north of the Doha city centre, ahead of the 2022 World Cup final. My name is Derek Ray, and with me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And as you can imagine on this occasion, the atmosphere is building up nicely. It's Argentina against Brazil.
Well, what an occasion for these two sets of players. A chance to be world champions. Let's hope the game matches the atmosphere. It should be an absolute cracker. I can't wait for this to start.
Richarlison. Still could be dangerous. Able to close down the shot. The starting 11 for Brazil. Alisson begins in goal. Marquinhos plays alongside Thiago Silva in central defence. Casemiro plays alongside Lucas Paqueta in central midfield. And the striker is Richarlison. Well, getting the ball forward. Marcos Acuna, well read to put an end to that attack. A foul it most certainly was. Free kick given. Into the box it goes. Brazil could get in behind the defence. Richarlison. Now they stopped them in their tracks. So this is it for Argentina. World Cup winners in 1978 and 1986. Runners-up in 1930, 1990 and 8 years ago in 2014. Are they going to do it here in 2022? What a big night for them.
Well, it's a massive night. And when you talk about World Cup finals, I always go back to 1978 as a great occasion. Ticker tape in Buenos Aires. The kickoff delayed because one of the Netherlands players had a cast on his arm. Mario Kempes, brilliant player. Ozzy Ardiles. That was
it's developing nicely for them here. Oh, there's the goal! There's the opener! How about that?
Well, here it is again, and he's just passed that into the net. That's a very good finish, you have to say.
So the match is restarted, 1-0 here. And very adept at holding the ball up in this manner. Real chance. Oh, the equaliser. Just what they needed. And their dream remains very much alive.
Well, let's take another look. And wow, how cleanly does he hit that? The keeper was never going to save it. What a good goal that is.
So back underway following the equaliser. Messi. McAllister. On to Messi. Alexis McAllister. And space to cross it. Opportunity. And bruising the woodwork.
Well, from that range, he should be scoring. I think that's a big miss.
Casemiro. Neymar. Richarlison. Encouraging move this from Brazil. Neymar. He's failed to hold it. Neymar. Could be. And there it is. An almost intuitive piece of finishing.
Well, when you see this again, I think the goalkeeper's very unlucky. He makes a good initial save, but the ball comes off of him, rebounds straight to an attacker, and the finish is excellent.
So there we have it, 2-1. And forward this time goes Neymar with options aplenty. Really doing a fine job of protecting the ball. Couldn't grab hold of it. And the referee blows for a foul. McAllister. Well, he's lost the ball. Alvarez. Moving into the advanced position. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. Can they hit on the break? All hands on deck. Well, that break looked so promising, but nothing coming from it. Well, they get the ball once more. Clearing their lines, and so it will be a corner now. It's a short one. Paqueta. Firing it in. Just made sure nothing came of that. Alvarez. And Brazil in a position of menace. And he read it well. Richarlison. Neymar! And there it is! A two-goal cushion now, and just look at these fans! The trophy coming their way, surely!
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
Well, the action continues, and no shortage of goals. 3-1 as things stand. McAllister. De Paul. Molina. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Rodrigo De Paul. Trying to really get at the opposition here. But nothing comes of it. Good defending it was. This might be ideal for the counter. Vinicius Junior. Well, it was a superb counter-attack, but no goal.
Yeah, really good play. Won the ball back well and then countered with great speed. That deserved a goal.
McAllister. Fernandez. Alvarez. Marcos Acuna. Top-class defending. Eder Militao. On to Paqueta. He's protecting it well. And a chance to whip it in here. Paqueta. Can he put it away? Vital intervention. McAllister. Marcos Acuna. And in with a real chance. And they find a gap in the defence. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. This looks promising. Paqueta. And good pressure high up the pitch. Vinicius Junior, and gobbled up with ease by the keeper. Rodrigo de Paul. Well, since they have the ball, the referee playing advantage here. Well, great read there to intercept. Well, visionary passing. A corner will ensue. Delivering it. Oh, tremendous header that time, but the goalkeeper was there. Well, the corner right on the back of the last one. Who's going to get on the end of it? And the goalkeeper really exuding confidence. And that's an important intervention. Plenty of support here. But the danger averted for now. Marcos Acuna. Marcos Acuna. Options in the centre. And they could get one back here. And he clears it out of harm's way. Otamendi. They're certainly allowing their opponents to come onto them. McAllister. Moving the ball nicely, looking for that final pass. And that'll be a Brazil ball. Vinicius Junior. Applying vigorous pressure. Richarlison. Real chance. And it goes! The lead just gets bigger. Surely they can't let this slip now.
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
Well, not too much defending going on in the grand scheme of things. 4-1. That's useful play. And using his strength to shield the ball. Oh, terrific piece of goalkeeping. They favoured a short one here. Messi. Magnificent defending. Messi. Well, showing excellent judgment to intercept. Danilo. McAllister. On to Messi. Good looking move this. Lionel Messi. And snuffing out the danger. Marcos Acuna. And they need to get tighter here. Paqueta. Now with Casemiro. Well, not giving the opposition a look in. That's strong play. An effective challenge. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Do they have the guile to open up the defence?